What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. You know, a famous singer that my wife knows named Nina Simone, she had this song called Mississippi Goddamn, right? And I was sitting,
I'm wondering where we're going with
no, I'm just sitting saying, like, because, you know, it's like, Mississippi, we know you bad, but then sometimes be like, God damn, like, it's always, is this getting worse? That is Vince McMahon. And we know what it is. We know he's a terrible human being, and it just seems to, when you think it can't get no worse, God damn it, it got worse.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing that comes out about Vince McMahon that surprises me at all.
And I ain't say surprised. I would say it just gets worse.
Yeah, I guess.
So all of a sudden, we just all chilling, and I don't know if it was Prime or Q that hit us up in the chat. And I was just like, oh God, it's just more Vince bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. I said, you know, it's whatever. That's TKO's problem.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, they knew he was getting a bid.
You did. Y'all knew before y'all signed this deal what was up.
And then, I went back to the chat. Q Flow was just like, you know, I'm going to, because of the circumstances, I'm going to excuse some language today.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, he wilding, y'all.
The filter is off.
He was just like, nigga, this better be fake. And I was just like,
I'm sorry for the left so close to the mic.
He said this thing saying, breaking news, Vince McMahon accused of sex trafficking by WWE staffer he paid to keep
trafficking.
Sex trafficking is a crazy allegation. And I'm not saying that, like, I can't believe that it's happening, but, like, that's a wild thing to have lies against you and everybody be like, maybe.
I didn't even peep until just
Listen, man, you don't want that on your jacket.
No, not at all. I didn't even peep it was via Wall Street Journal. Because, you know, once the Wall Street Journal get to it, see, because I seen things from Sean Ross Sapp, I seen things from wrestling. I'm like, okay, that's a wrestling topic, right?
Yeah.
But when you start getting the Wall Street Journal and the Enquirer and NBC and when you start getting the news in there, the Lester Holtz of the world,
Lester Holtz.
You know what I'm saying? And then Prime just comes and talks about something, it's true. And then, you know, he was like, what? And then he was like, whoa! He said, details say Brock may be involved. Ooh. And I was just like, what the hell going on? So then all of a sudden, Prime got on his journalist mode, or he probably got somebody inside the game, to feed him all the stuff. And he was describing the stuff that was going on, and he just kept sending, and I was just like...
So, this is my thing. It makes sense now. I'm not putting this on anybody else, so I won't say no specific names. Uh-huh. But I will say, I'm wondering if all those folks who was going super hard balls to the wall for Vince are also going to be implicated in all of this. Now, because I was just like, I understand, like, you know, this is the person who signed my checks and I'm going to be loyal to a degree.
Yeah.
But to be like, oh, I'm not coming if he not there kind of stuff, like Brock. Uh-huh. Was you like, I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off, because if the wheels fall off, I might fall out the car too? Like, I'm curious now.
I'm not saying all the people involved, but I know there's probably a lot of people that know, but this allegation, this lawsuit is referring to 2.5 people, and I say half. Cause I'm gonna read it to you of why Brock made like a half.
Sorry, what?
Okay. Because
2.5 people is crazy.
Now, I'm gonna say this right now. So I don't have the transcripts from the 67-page lawsuit that was brought to McMahon.
Oh, that probably won't be available. Like, all in one place for a little minute.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, but
You talking about the text messages?
No, what? No, I am.
Oh, what?
I was just reading that. I was just about to say, because Lady Sketch is behind on all this stuff.
Yeah, I had a very unusually busy day at work today. I had no idea any of this happened until I got off.
Listen, Prime sent us the text messages. When me, Prime, and Q, Flo, even Quadra was, like joking in the chat, calling him Genetic Jack, all the bullshit stuff that Vicious called himself. And then the joke got serious.
Then the shit dropped.
Q Flo this text, this is ... graphic.
Wow.
Bro, this man, this nigga Vince is diabolical. Man.
It is like the devil himself.
I'm not surprised by any of this. I know there's a difference between being surprised but I'm not surprised. No. None of this is shocking.
Lady Sketch, you gotta read the text.
I only seen one of them and I was like, wow, okay.
You gotta read the rest of them. It got worse.
I'm getting very uncomfortable here.
Damn.
I'm getting very uncomfortable.
Me too. Considering oh my God, Vince, and then possibly Brock or Matt Riddle is this is
Matt Riddle. That's also not surprising, unfortunately.
Yeah, because they said WWE/UFC, and those are the only two WWE/UFC guys. My chips is if you was to ask me Q over under who you think it is, the money line for me is on Riddle.
It's on who?
He just seems like his kid threw up blood signs. The money line is on Riddle. I don't think this was Brock personally, but I could be wrong.
Before I get to this, so I want to just read y'all to catch up some things of what's going on here.
Okay, don't get demonetized.
Okay, I'm going to be careful about that, but this is coming from CBS.
Wow.
This article that I pulled up right here.
He was trying to buy them too? Ooh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is not a joke. I just want y'all to know it's not a joke. But that's how crazy people be.
Lady Sketch, please dismiss yourself.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
People be sounding crazy. Come on.
Why everybody going crazy try to buy NBC specifically?
Yeah,
don't nobody try to buy Channel 6. Don't nobody try to buy PBS. It's always NBC.
Well, here it says, a lawsuit alleges WWE founder Vince McMahon sexually abused a former employee during his time as CEO. Janelle Grant filed a lawsuit on Thursday against her former employer, WWE McMahon, and former head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis.
Also not shocking.
Grant accused McMahon of using WWE resources to traffic her to other men, as I'm reading what it says here, as a pawn to secure talent deals.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Sorry, what?
Now, remember how you just said you wasn't shocked about anything?
No, listen. Naturally. Listen, it's shocking to hear. The players in this story, though, are not surprising to me.
Yeah.
You know what this remind me of, Lady Sketch?
What?
Remember in the office when Meredith was pouring her body for discount on the supplies?
Yes, she was getting steaks.
Yeah, and office supplies and whatnot.
Bruh, listen. This is okay. That's wild. To stop there, I want people to stop and go and actually look up the definition of trafficking, because I'm sure people will be like, "That's not trafficking." The legal term for trafficking, it's basically it's transactional kind of thing. So go ahead.
It's pimping. Man, it's pimping. That's what it is. Pimping.
Yes.
I mean,
according to a lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the District of Connecticut, the plaintiff seeks unspecific monetary damages and a declaration judgment that a non-disclosure agreement Grant signed is void and unenforceable and does not bar any of plaintiff's claims against defendants McMahon and WWE. The suit alleges McMahon and Laurinaitis engaged in sexual assault and trafficking both for their own pleasure, and as a pawn to secure talent deals for prospective wrestlers that they were recruiting. McMahon would shower, excuse me, Miss Grant with gifts and empty work promotions, while at the same time threatening her livelihood and her reputation if she wouldn't succumb to his increasingly deprived sexual demands.
Because isn't that... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Isn't that what the other lady said too? Like that the lady who came out and everybody tried to like sweep it under the rug, and she was just like, he was like, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to fire you. And then she finally just came out, and it just magically went away. Yeah, because there was no endeavor. Oh, okay, yeah. Including dismantling pornography of Miss Grant to thousands. Excuse me. Is it disseminating? Yes, excuse me. My apologies. Pornography to Miss Grant to thousands of individuals and engaging in sex acts with other WWE employees, some of whom were complete strangers. The legal complaint claims. Grant and McMahon allegedly lived in the same apartment building and met in March 2019. Grant was allegedly given an entry-level position as an administrative conductor after succumbing to the pressure for a physical relationship. A coordinator? Yeah, I'm all over the place tonight. The lawsuit details multiple allegations of sexual assault and empty depravity conducted by McMahon and Laurinaitis. Grant allegedly was abruptly pressured to resign from the WWE and forced to sign an NDA days before a major financial deadline for the organization. After McMahon's wife learned of the relationship, McMahon allegedly promised to protect her financially and pay her $3 million. McMahon allegedly refused to make payments to Ms. Grant, falsely claiming that she had leaked information to the press. The lawsuit states that McMahon paid Grant $1 million in February 2022, but he failed to make any further payments. Well then. Today she seeks to hold accountable two WWE executives who sexually assaulted and trafficked plaintiff Janelle Grant, as well as the organizations that... Today's complaint seeks to hold accountable two WWE executives who sexually assaulted and trafficked plaintiff Janelle Grant, as well as the organization that facilitated or turned a blind eye to the abuse and then swept it under the rug, said Ann Callis, Grant's attorney, in a statement published by Variety. She is an incredibly private and courageous person who has suffered deeply at the hands of Mr. McMahon and Mr. Laurinaitis. Ms. Grant hopes that her lawsuit will prevent other women from being victimized. The organization is well aware of Mr. McMahon's history of depraved behavior, and it's time that they take responsibility for the misconduct of its leadership. McMahon stepped down as WWE CEO in July 2022 while the company investigated allegations of hush money payments who accused McMahon of sexual conduct. WWE disclosed that McMahon made $19.6 million in payments dating back to 2007 relating to alleged misconduct. He paid WWE $17.4 million in March 2023 for costs the company incurred while investigating him. That's all right there. That's all right there. Okay. That's some serious stuff. But this article did not say. That's what I was trying to find. They actually have. I think I got another article here of what they actually did to this lady. I don't. Okay. See what I'm saying? It's I'm telling y'all out there. I'm going to read some of the stuff that I had pulled up in this article. This is from the New York Post. Okay. Let me see if I can follow along. Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, the New York Post always have the tea, like actual stuff. Yeah. Ooh. And now I can start reading it. You can follow it. Because this may be some uncomfortable stuff to people out there listening. So I want to put that disclaimer out there. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Graphic, exactly. Graphic advisory. Yeah. So if y'all don't want to hear this, we don't have to get like detailed, but if
I'm not going to get detailed, but I am going to explain, say some of the stuff that I heard today, listening to people of what happened, and because people got to say like, this is a fucking asshole here. This is a fucking devil in disguise.
Really? Have you seen that mustache? That picture they keep using?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Senior McMahon. No, listen.
What's it called?
Listen, we don't gotta delve into everything. If y'all wanna listen, if this is going on YouTube, leave the link in the description box. Let them read it for themselves, man.
I know that. Trust me, I know that.
We still a family channel.
Yeah, but I am going. I already said it. If I can take nigga away for the night, I'm gonna read some of this. And
oh yeah, that's right. The filter is down. All right, yeah, we getting it.
So
not safe for work show, everybody.
Yeah. Grant alleged in the complaint that McMahon sent her a text message in May of 2020.
Oh Jesus!
Which read, "I'm the only one who owns you and controls who I want to
F you."
Yeah.
Can we just pause for a second?
Yeah.
If this is May of 2020, that's almost 4 years ago. This man was 74-ish? Vince McMahon. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Genetic J came from my ass, okay?
Yeah. Let me see what we got here. According to the lawsuit, McMahon used sex toys on Grant, causing her injuries such as bruising and bleeding. And, okay, so the thing about the sex toys, I don't know which article, because I'm going to get his man. I listen to Good Mike Word commentaries. Mm-hmm. Wrestling Journals also like that. Make sure you guys check him out. And he was pulling up the article that he was reading. So McMahon had, oh, you must have found something else too. I can see by your face.
Oh.
He had dildos
that he would name after
the different wrestlers depending on the race of the wrestler.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
If he had a black dildo, it was a black wrestler. If it was a white dildo, if it probably know his ass, it was a yellow one or a red one.
I'm sure
or
because
something.
he's a ridiculous man.
Exactly.
Yo,
okay, so
on my soul, he better not have. He better not have taken the black one. Talking about, can you dig it, sucker? Like, oh my god.
Yo, come on, man. Come on. We gotta stop.
Oh, now we got to.
Okay, now look. Here's the thing that is really.
You got to.
I got to the part where you were at. Used, according to the lawsuit, his use of sex toys caused her injuries such as bruising and bleeding. He also alleged to have shared nude photos and explicit videos of Grant without her consent with other WWE employees. He once locked her inside his private locker room at WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut, and forced himself on her over a massage table, the complaint said. Also alleged to have directed Grant to have sex with other executives and a wrestling star. John Laurinaitis, the former head of talent relations who is named as the defendant, was allegedly recruited by McMahon to have sex with Grant. She was told to visit Laurinaitis in his hotel rooms where she had sex with him before work days, it was alleged in the lawsuit. In one encounter, they both forced themselves at the WWE offices, mind you.
Yes.
In June 2021, McMahon and Laurinaitis forced themselves on her and took turns restraining her for the other. It was alleged in the lawsuit. No means yes and take it BITCH were among the things McMahon and Laurinaitis said to Grant during the alleged assault. McMahon told Grant in July 2021 to create sexualized content on her phone and send it to Brock Lesnar, a former UFC star whom the WWE was trying to sign at that time. Last July, federal law enforcement agents executed a search warrant and served a federal grand jury subpoena to McMahon, according to a regulatory filing. It said in the filing with the SEC that while the government investigations into McMahon remain ongoing, no charges have been brought in them. Okay.
I'm sorry, yeah, but there's stuff about the stuff in the Laurinaitis office, and Vince office, because I've seen that videos. They got like this main office, and then they got like the side office, and then they said that they allowed that door. They had people still working out there while they was doing that. And I think you know what I'm about to say. The shit that really took me over the head was the defecating.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. And
Hey yo, who the rapper here, bro? The shit that went over the head? Come on, son.
Yeah.
He don't understand. He don't understand that was a bar. He don't.
Okay. That was a bar.
He didn't.
That's what he was doing. Ironically, that's
he didn't mean to do it.
Head too.
You know what's wild?
I
didn't even know.
He didn't. He really didn't understand the bar.
What was you about to say, Lane Sketch? Thanks for the props, by the way, y'all.
I hate you so much. It doesn't actually say that. Like, it doesn't have the it stops the article before it gets to that actual part. It's just in the headline.
Yeah. But
yeah, it doesn't say it doesn't get that explicit into detail.
Yes. That is
so
go ahead.
I'm looking apparently they gave her gifts too. I'm looking at a list of gifts that they gave her. Y'all wanna know?
I'm out of curiosity, yes. I'm curious.
I'm very curious.
So one was alternative clinic medical care and medical and cosmetic service products.
Okay.
Club access tickets to the Belmont Stakes. I don't know what that is.
You said the Belmont Stakes?
WrestleMania Belmont Stakes. STAKES. I guess that's a food place. I don't know.
Okay.
WrestleMania private full-day transportation and premium tickets. $2,000 Nordstrom Racks gift card. And a big box of Godiva chocolate.
Because you got to throw that shit in there, right?
Oh, wait. That was in 2019. In 2020, she got 20 racks towards plastic surgery, and they paid it straight directly to the surgeon. Pearl/diamond paved lariat necklace from Betteridge.
I want you to understand that I was so afraid you was about to say something else, and I was about to be like, let me stop you there, player. But go ahead.
Hold on. There's more. Blue cashmere knee-length cardigan.
Oh.
And a blue Burberry cashmere scarf. She got a lot of cashmere. Some sunglasses. All this is from Nordstrom.
That's old shit.
A throw blanket, and some flowers delivered every week. In 2021, she got a BMW, $5,000 to a spa, 2 private chef catered dinners at McMahon's condo, some more jewelry, 15 racks towards Bloomingdale's. Oh man, she got Saudi Arabia stuff too? Yo, Vince was wildin', son.
Here's the thing. What it sounds like is this may have begun as a, I'm going to keep you around as a side piece thing. Mm-hmm. And the more and more he was just like, I'm going to just start lavishing her with gifts and a job. So that she feel like she got to do all of this stuff until it escalates to a point where you're now doing things that are no longer consensual. Oh. And that is nuts. Because you cannot make me believe that there is any gift that he thought he could give this woman to make her partake in a threesome with him and John Laurinaitis.
I already knew that wasn't consensual.
Yo, see.
Yeah, nothing. I just don't see how you get turned on by people power. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't get that shit.
But people have been saying John Laurinaitis was a snake for a minute. Like, this is not a new thing. So that's why I was like, when they said John Laurinaitis, I was like, I could see that. Mm-hmm. But it It's really unfortunate because I think the same thing that happened here, the same thing that happened with Diddy is going to happen here. Where if it's a thing where they sell out of court because they don't want any more information coming out and she takes the settlement, all of this, we'll see. I don't think that it will all be lost. Well, it will be minimized if she decides to take the payment and not finish going through.
Well, no, since then though, like spokespeople for Vince and Laurinaitis have said this is all bullshit, and they're planning on a rebuttal. So
of course they're gonna offer. They're gonna have a countersuit. You could be wrong as the day is long, and you're still gonna do a countersuit because you don't want to admit guilt.
Yeah, and then also TKO and
that's true too.
TKO and Endeavor, they came out and
they was like, he don't be rocking with us like y'all think he rocking with us. That's basically what that statement said. They was like, oh, Vince, we don't know him like that. I was like, y'all couldn't come out with anything else.
Do you have the actual thing that they said?
I gotta find it because I'm pretty sure it was in one of them wrestling groups where they was just like, he doesn't handle any day-to-day. Oh my goodness. He doesn't handle any of the day-to-day things. And he no longer has the day-to-day operations, and he no longer runs WWE's operations. So we're handling this internally, kind of thing. And I was just like, well then.
Yeah, see, it's
I gotta find I'm trying to find the group.
They here's the thing. I understand what you're saying about the thing, and maybe I said out of court, but the thing is, now you have really stained something, because right now this is not the Vince McMahon owned WWE anymore. This is a public traded company. Was it a publicly traded company? Yeah, to the point where now
WWE was always a publicly traded company.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it was private. It was within the McMahon family.
Okay.
Whatever he can do, he can get away with all that stuff. He can find a way. He can muscle his way back in like he did the first time. But however, now when you don't own them anymore, and when you're part of this big other thing, you got the UFC that's part of this thing also, and everything part of this deal. This already is a bad look. There's rumors. Like I said, I don't even know if the rumor's true or not. But there's rumors that whatever plans Brock had for Rumble is gone right now.
Well, yeah, because his name didn't came up whether he actually was involved. But the mere mention, folks do, they're going to put some distance in between them and whoever's accused.
Exactly. So, no matter what's up, no matter if he said, I'll just pay you the other money out the pocket for the settlement, blah, blah, blah. This right here is a stain that they don't want, especially after they just did that deal. After Netflix just did that deal with them on Monday. After they just put Dwayne on one of the boards there. You know what Dwayne don't need? This.
I mean, well, luckily he was out doing the same movie for the 7th time, probably. So
he don't need that drama over there neither.
So he in the clear. But this is the thing. I think that yes, he will always be attached to the WWE name, but we just witnessed a very publicized merger or acquisition, where they'll be able to, if they would like to, get out in front of it. If they play the cards right, kind of like Revolt with Diddy. Where the thing about that lawsuit was Cassie didn't just sue him. She sued him and bought the claims against all the businesses that he ran as well. So their first instinct is get rid of Bull. Like, he's not going to have anything to do with Revolt. We don't need him on this board. He don't need to be here. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. In this case, right now, he's basically just sitting back collecting his check for the most part, is what they're trying to make it sound like. If they really want to get rid of him, they can. He doesn't have enough. I think that this would be enough to call an emergency meeting of like the shareholders and all the board.
Yes.
And be like, hey,
buy Vince out and get him out of here.
What y'all gonna do about this? What y'all want to do? I think that this is enough that we can finally get him completely out. And I doubt they're not gonna be able to like wipe him from the WWE archives or anything. His presence will still be around. They're just gonna do their best to get rid of him right now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he'll be like Voldemort or anything. Because I think that just because of the way that things work in these corporate scandals, they always feel no matter how big the scandal, if you wait long enough, people just won't care anymore. Mm-hmm. To some degree, that is true. Like, if you wait long enough, another scandal will pop up and folks will not care. But at this point, if it's just going to keep reoccurring.
Yeah, because this has been an on again, off again, on again, off again thing since what was the first time we found this stuff out? What, 2022? Or when this thing started going on again, off again? Or when Vince retired?
It was like early. It was like early last year. No, it was like early last year, I believe.
Oh, last year. Okay, when Vince retired, they no, it's 2022 because that's when that SummerSlam of 2022 happened, where Triple H had control of the show because Vince wasn't there, retired for 6 months. Forced his way back in early last year, and then was there, and then we had the whole sell last year as well. So this thing been going on again, off again for 2022. This thing fully never went away.
Yeah, you're right.
This thing has fully never went away. It's just been there.
It's just been simmering. But think about it. People, after they said, "Oh, Vince doesn't deal with the day to day," how many people were actively talking about the fact that he had the investigation they were doing, the investigation, quote unquote, and he was paying people off for doing wild shit the first time? People were not actively talking about it. So, essentially, what they thought was going to happen did kind of happen. It's not like we forgot, but it wasn't top of the mind. At this point, though, it might be easier just to be like, all right, well, we are going to buy you out of your last shares, which I don't think that's economically feasible. They're not gonna be able to just give him a couple $1 million and make him go away. Mm-hmm. They muscled him into resigning or retiring rather. So, and I feel that was obviously just for like a facade at first. But logistically, I don't think they're gonna be able to completely buy him out and it make it makes sense business wise. I mean, at least not until that Netflix check clear. like don't I don't know. Like businesses have funds to handle unexpected expenses, but buying out one of your major shareholders because he wilded the fuck out is not one.
He got to bust a fucking nut.
But let's talk about this though. In the midst of all of these allegations happening and things coming out, because this is not the first time we have heard Vince McMahon did something or was accused of doing something.
Yeah.
In the midst of, you knew, because deals this large don't happen overnight. Mm-hmm. You knew the deal with Endeavor and TKO was in the works. And you were still actively out here doing wild shit that you were accused of the first time and knew would probably come out. And you were still wilding. And then stop paying the girl.
That's the ignorance of the good old boys club. It has to be, because
that is entitlement. That's what that is. You wouldn't dare. This would never come out because I'm Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That's like being out on bail and doing some stupid shit to get yourself locked back up while you out. Like, not even at the probation stage. You on bail.
Yeah.
You just out wilding. What is wrong with y'all? This is like I'm thinking that these accusations were going to be from, some time ago.
Yeah.
This is during the pandemic. Sir, what?
the entitlement and the naivete to think that all these pictures that of this woman that you're sending around, that nobody gonna say nothing, or eventually gonna say anything, because I'm Vince McMahon, damn it.
I mean, at this point, you don't even need them to say anything. There is enough. You can go and get warrants and subpoenas and whatever you need, but if they go and pull phone records, I'm sure they can see this man was sending out this lady nudes and videos where who knows what's happening in the videos. It says that he sent explicit videos and nudes of her to people without her consent.
Yeah.
It could be him doing. It could be something that could be damning to the case that he's sending around other, because he think he invincible. No pun intended.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing.
I need them to find a way to get Vince far away from WWE. Somehow, some way to get far away from WWE. Because I don't have time for the assholes. I don't have time for the men assholes who won't say why now.
Oh, why she won? She just won money. That you wanted that, or is Vince McMahon?
I don't want nobody fucking shitting on my head. I don't.
And because of just the way things are, I'm not gonna put no big fancy words on it or whatever the case is. People don't seem to understand that you can have a consensual relationship with someone that then turns into a non-consensual relationship, or an assault, or something where somebody is trying to pay you off for the things that they've done. That is completely possible. I don't know why that seems to be so hard to process. Like, that you could, start out going out with somebody, you have a sexual encounter with them, that's consensual between the both of you, and then things get ramped up and you like, alright, I'm not comfortable here, but this person feels like they are entitled to your body, and they're going to do whatever they want to it or with it.
I don't even care. I do care about what happened to this one. I care about what happens to a lot of women that's out there. I'm just talking about for niggas that want to defend for Vince McMahon, period.
I'm very confused by that as well.
Period. Them niggas that be fanning him when he be coming out, when that no chance hit. Them niggas is the one I'm talking about. That, like, this man is terrible. Even if you
honestly always has been.
Even if you never knew about any of this stuff that's been going on, he's still just terrible.
As I said, always has been. We laughed and kiki and watched all this stuff, but just the mindset to do some depraved things with sex toys to this woman, and to call them the corresponding race, quote unquote, of a wrestler while you assault this woman with them is wild.
That is it.
And when people are just like, it's just entertainment, it's not.
It's not.
It's never just been entertainment. This man dressing.
Yo. The people talking about it's just entertainment be real bitchless. I'm telling you that right now. It's always the ones who's real bitchless. Like, shut up. You don't even know what women smell like, you fucking weirdo. It's just entertainment. Kiss my ass, bro.
It's always been wild to me. I'm like, y'all, none of this should be surprising. The man who literally assigned racial stereotypes to every minority that passed through them doors, pretty much.
Yep.
And then his brand of humor always included
toilet humor.
The toilet or something exploding. There was nothing. This man was the real life walking version of Jackass for a long time, and everybody's just like, I couldn't see. Then I say everybody. There are going to be people who are like, I mean, is she
the man sexualized his own fucking daughter. Like, are we kidding right now? Had her on TV, titties out, tight clothes. His own fucking offspring. Like, let's be honest.
Oh, and then not to mention, got rid of his own offspring.
In a heartbeat.
Cut her out of to cut her out, and both of them, honestly, cut both of them out for real.
Mm-hmm.
Of this deal. I mean, come on, bro. I don't understand how. Also, I mean, just in general, the celebrity culture of America is wild to me. Like, to be capping so hard for somebody who don't know you, never met you, could care less about you is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially someone who does like horrible things to people. I mean, I'm not understanding. You can have people nobody is a one-dimensional person.
Yeah.
People are going to get on here and be like, Vince McMahon did this for me, and he paid my medical bills, and he called and checked on me when my mama was sick. And there are going to be people who say that. But there are also going to be people who are just like, and he called me a nigger on TV with a do-rag on. Like, I mean, what? Come on. And that is the light side of things.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. I need y'all to get it together.
No. Get rid of the cancer that is known as Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah, he gotta.
Because
he gotta sit this one out.
Even when I was sitting here as you was talking, and I was just sitting here just like I'm just reading the text messages, and I'm just like, these things is like making me sick.
He was wilding, bro. I only got to see one of the text messages, but I was like, oh, this man was big tripping.
Losing his damn mind. Like I said, to everybody out there who's curious, I'm not reading text messages on here. I know I've been saying, the N-word for a while, and we just been going on
okay,
filter.
Here we go. I was trying to find the statement.
Bro, not for nothing. Stephanie knew. That's why she left. Stephanie knew this shit was going down, bro.
I'm being honest with you. I feel like Stephanie probably knew a lot of this shit was happening. She could have known about it happening when it was actually in the works. I don't know about this new stuff, but here's the thing about secrets. A secret is never kept between just two people. Okay, Somebody know.
Yeah.
Someone else knows. Whether it's somebody found out by accident, somebody pillow talking, somebody else knows. Okay. There's hardly ever a thing where it's just me and you. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. Especially something like this. Workplace gossip. But I personally think that she probably saw the writing on the wall, and she probably knew that once Vince got back into, or what he felt was back into power, he was going to get rid of her anyway.
Yeah.
He tossed Shane by the wayside, so why would he not get rid of her?
Yeah, it's like things all come to light eventually, right? And the way Steph left both them times, it was just because, what I'm saying, I need more time with the kids. Because I got to get away from this and that, because
y'all trying to make Triple H have another Heart episode.
Like, seriously. This is not nothing they need at that point. Because wrestling can switch on a dime. Mm-hmm. When one company is doing good and you thinking they're the best thing over, with AEW back in 2019, 2020, when they was doing great,
and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
and they did pandemic better than anybody else, and then all of a sudden, the CM Punk switch,
and now everybody is just like, AEW, they're so obnoxious. Somebody take Tony Khan's phone, which may be true.
Yeah,
and they're just hiring WWE stars. They suck. I'm like, y'all, all right, because. Not even 2 full years ago, y'all had AEW's dick in your mouth. Let's keep it a beat.
Now the switch on the dime, because now WWE was just a success after success. Hit started off 2024 strong, and next thing you know, kaplat.
And here, okay, so here's the here's the statement that TKO put out.
Okay.
Miss McMahon does not control TKO, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of WWE. While this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, we take Miss Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. Which could mean a few things.
It's PR.
Yes, yeah. It's spin. But it could mean we not finna do shit. Because we don't know Bull.
Yeah.
We don't know her. When I say her, I don't mean, okay, I'm not even gonna go into it. We not messing with him. Mm-hmm. Or it could mean that they're going to investigate and just get rid of him, quote unquote investigate. It could mean quite a few things, but I think in the end we just not finna see Miss McMahon no more for a while.
Hopefully never.
I mean, I get being sick of his shit. I just, who knows? Where Linda at?
Oh, she was a non-factor for years now.
Oh, I understand. So, I'm just like, is she in the house sipping her glass of wine like I'm minding my business? Or is she just like, man, that's crazy? I'm genuinely curious because they never formally got divorced, right? They just been separated all this time?
I think so.
That's crazy. That's the league of your husband, girl. That's crazy.
I'm just sitting here just like, don't all this to bust an old ass nut and you got great
you
kids.
Gotta chill, man. I just want you to stop saying it like that.
That's what it is.
I know.
Shane's son about to play football. And he going up and looking like him. Yeah. And then you got your granddaughters out here and it's like, bruh. Vince McMahon's your grandfather and your granddaughters, and this how you treating women?
I just want to say, as a woman who has personally been witness to men doing egregious things, saying egregious things to women, has been a victim of men doing egregious things. Being closely connected to, raised by, constantly surrounded by does not negate the fact that you may not respect, like, love women. That means nothing. I have always said there are plenty of people who, if they could figure out a way to just have, because I mean honestly this does happen, but people have too much pride. They could figure out a way to just bust a nut and never be around a woman ever again, they would. May not want to say that outright, but I think that is a common misconception that just because you were raised by a woman and you, quote unquote, respect your mama, or you have sisters or nieces or granddaughters or whoever, that you would not do this to a woman is crazy. I frankly, because listen, I know we've seen it reiterated a million times on the internet by now, but there's no way in the world that I could personally name you right now at least 3 women I know, but no men that have been assaulted by a man in some way, shape, or form. But no man, and I can't say no man, but obviously we're just but men are like, I don't know anybody who has sexually assaulted a woman or who beats on women. That's not possible, bruh. It's just not possible. And it's like, I think that there is some kind of disconnect in the fact that people can wear 2 faces. Yeah. They can be 2 completely different people. You can be a granddad over here who is playing with your granddaughters and, sending them, buying them gifts, sending them money, doing whatever the regular grandpa shit, and over here also be a sexual deviant. Like, it is possible. Just like, what was the dude, BTK, the serial killer? Had a whole ass regular life in a family, and they found out, I can't remember the whole story, but they found out he was the BTK serial killer, and his daughter was just like, I would have never known until we found out, like, definitively that it was his DNA, and he started talking. people, you can be two totally different people. The person who your homeboy is with you is not the person who he is when he's home with his girlfriend and he feels like the dominant figure. That's just not how that works.
This is
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on that little tangent.
No.
I hate that. It's just like, bruh, that don't mean shit.
It don't. Right now, this story just dropped, and when we are recording this is the Thursday that it happened. I rarely do podcasts on during the week at all. One, because I ain't got anybody. Okay, and two, this is why it's just me, Q-Flow, and Lee Sketch on this one. But there was so much stuff happening this weekend. There was no way I can get to this the right way, fully talking about this. Because this Royal Rumble is Saturday. There's other things that's going on that it's going to cause distractions. And people ain't going to forget about this. They ain't going to be distracted from this. I'm just saying, but when it comes for us...
I'm very curious to see what happens at the Rumble now.
Yeah, because
and like, what happens between today and Saturday? Does more stuff come out? Do more names get brought up? What happens?
Sheesh. We don't know. The only rumors, but all I know is what the final thing's saying, like what Q-Flow's saying, Vincent Kennedy McMahon needs to go. I'm going to add Malcolm on there by any means necessary.
By any means, get this nigga out of here, bro.
Oh my God.
By any means necessary. He got to go.